What's up, Rockwood Foundation? This is Eric, the GOAT guy here, and I've always been inspired to do something big, for Earth Day. I've always been inspired by the old Earth Day videos of back in the day, 50 years ago, where all the young people came together to, protest industry and try to create, go from, respect where we came from, but also create something brand new. These windmills and everything else, and for clean energy, right? This is what we try to think. We try to, maintain community and bring people together, because my biggest event, the whole idea is to bring people together in order to find solutions to all the world problems, not just environmental problems, but that is going to be our main focus. But it's Earth Day. In order to answer the environmental problems, we have to figure out our problems ourselves internally, right? And socially and everything else. People got to come together to try to answer solutions to the problems. And so that's the whole idea of Earth Day Festival. We need you. We need you to come forward and join us on this mission in order for the work, right? Because back in the day, it says 10% of the young people, 10%, 1 out of 10 people was involved in Earth Day. So that was a huge event, and it's just something that's going to affect every last one of us, is the environmental concerns. And we all, it's not going to be the government or the police or anybody else going to make the change. The change is going to come when we want to make the change happen. The change is going to come when we decide that the change needs to happen, and we need to look at ourselves and realize it's not the government going to stamp a law and say, boom, we're all going to have, clean cars, or boom, we all going to change the way we fish, or boom, we gotta educate ourselves and educate others, and make people realize that changes need to happen, right? And we also need to make changes happen. We got to come up with solutions to the problems, right? Because in the end, these green technologies are going to be better than what we have, right? These technologies, these solutions are going to be better than what we have. And if we educate people, they're going to want to change. We're not going to force people to change. People are going to take the solutions because they are going to be better than not having the solution. Because they're going to save money. The car is going, it's going to save money. It's going to be more profitable. It's going to be easier. It's going to work better. It's going to be faster. And there's a lot of ways that green technology is far superior than the technology that we have now. That is destroying our planet. There's a lot, you look at these new green technologies, and once people hear about them, they're never going to go back to the old ways. Once people start eating better, they're not going to eat the old nasty food that make them sick. Once people start driving electric cars and new cars, they're never going to go back to driving the old cars. Once people taste, once you have a taste of it, you ain't going to go back to the things before. But the thing is, you got to be able to make give the people the taste and bring people together and try to come up with solutions to these problems, right? The warfare there's a really important thing. We live here in Seattle, right? And there's a Space Needle, right? And the Space Needle was built for this warfare, and that's for the single event that started this the entire industrial revolution, right? And once we have and so that single event brought forth new and beneficial technology that forever changed the landscape of the entire world. And what we need now is a new world fair that's going to forever change the landscape of the world. And then once this happened, we're never going to go back to the way things was. We're never going to go back to where things was before this event. We're going to have this event. It's going to be a stepping stone, something new and revolutionary. And it's going to bring the community together. We're going to be able to feed those who are hungry. We're going to heal those who are sick. We're going to find solutions to all the world's problems. But we only have to want them. We have to teach people about them. We have to bring people together to want them. And this is a whole dream that I've been having for 20 years. I've been trying to host a Earth Day event, right? And people, everybody laughed at me when I said, hey, let's do an Earth Day event. I went to the Earth Day Network headquarters, right? The people that are supposed to be in charge of organizing Earth Day events. They laughed at me like, we ain't going to do Earth Day again this year in Washington, D.C. I don't know why you even, well, can you help me organize one in my town? Like, why? Well, we can send you a newsletter. We can sign up for our newsletter so we can send you information about whatever. And I'm like, what? Like, people just not taking it seriously, But we need to organize. We need to come together because we only have like a little bit of time until this whole planet is just going to crash. Our economies, things are crashing. We are right now in the middle of multiple pandemics, right? Not just this virus that we're facing. We have social and psychological pandemics. We got, environmental pandemics. We got environmental change, and we got all these other pandemics that are happening that probably, and things don't change, maybe in the next few years, none of us is going to survive it, right? And yeah, we can keep printing money and keep handing out stimulus checks, and we keep ignoring the real issues, and we can keep ignoring people as we walk by their tents on the sidewalks. We can keep ignoring either the fact that our cars are producing, what you can keep ignoring the problems. Or we can come together and try to fit out the solutions. So, I don't know. Would this town be? But the whole thing is that people got to be willing to be able to be. We got to get enough people on board to be just projected. Because every year I try to do this event, the cities try to shut it down, the towns try to shut it down. Everybody fights so hard. Fighting so hard to hold on to trying to stop it, trying to stop the change. Oh, we like the way things are. Don't bring up the fact that we have environmental problems, man. We don't want people to freak out and not come to our town because our town is polluted. And I'm like, well, it's not just your town that's polluted, it's the entire world. Well, we can't promote environmentalism because then people will wake up and realize that our town is polluted, and people wouldn't want to come to this town. So we need to ask you to cease and desist. I don't think it'd be a good idea to actually do this Earth Day event because I feel like we're happy with the way things are. So can you just not? You know, as they collect money from the oil companies, as they pocket the money of the oil companies, everybody in town signing a letter, everybody in lines putting out their hand, please BP, hand me a little bit of cash, and BP like make them sign a little letter. I will forget and deny any, I will forget this will ever even happen. I'm not ever going to complain. Yes, everybody is signing a piece of paper. Say they ain't ever sign against change. That's the first time we do the Earth Day Festival. Literally, everybody signed and say, I can't be involved with your event. I signed something and I got a BP check. It says on the dotted line that I can't be involved with your event. I'm sorry, man. But I wish you best of luck. I wish you best of luck. So next year I went to Tallahassee. I did a protest at the it went to the top of it where they have a meetings. I took a picture on April 22nd, at the Capitol building. I talked to the Congress people and people at the Capitol building about what they're going to do about the environment. They just laughed at me. They went on with the meeting with the thing. See, everybody just keep going. Keep just going on and just accepting things for what they are. And I'm like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard because it's hard for one person to make changes when they don't know what to do. When they don't know what to change or what to do. But once we are presented with the opportunity to change, then it'd be easier to change than not to change. So, I don't know. I decided we make this video. I'm sorry. That had been a long-winded video, but if you guys want to help me with the Earth Day Festival, just send me a DM at the Rock Club Foundation on Facebook or Eric the Goat Guy, and I will open a hand and invite you to be a part of the change that we all need to be a part of. Right across the street, there's a Tesla right there, opening up the glowing door, man. Guess what? 3 years ago, everybody laughed at them. They go, oh, electric cars, they ain't gonna work. Right now, they're the biggest company, almost the biggest company on the world, and they're also the biggest car company in the world. They're selling more cars, almost. They completely changing where they are. So it's just like, yeah. And the only reason the other car companies people say that the only reason, and then now look, every other car company is like, oh, wow, we should make an electric car. I'm like, yeah. Now that Tesla is still your bread and butter. Now these green technologies we're starting to bring bread and butter. Now you have to change. See? Because the green technologies are the one that are going to leave it, they're always going, and once you start doing these green technology, you ain't going to have to look back. So, once you go green, you don't go back. Yep. Why would you go back to paying your power bill when you can have all the power you ever want for free up on your roof of your house with your windmills and solar panels turning? Oh, you like paying your power bill? Oh, you like eating nasty food, huh? Yeah, alright. Yep. That's making you sick. Okay. Well, please like, subscribe, and share the video. If you guys could do that, that would be really awesome. That way more people can hear this and hopefully change your life. And even if you don't do this with the benefit, I think it still would be beneficial that we tried. Because you know what? With people, you know, what the one guy say on Now You Know is, if you run for Congress, if you run for office, if you make the events happen, you make things happen, you try to make things happen, people will still have to hear you. And people still going to have to listen to you, and they still going to have to be, and they, you know, they still have to think about what you have to say. And it may make them angry because they may not agree with it, but they still have to be confronted with it. And they still got to be confronted with the decision. At the end of the day, even if this event doesn't happen, there's still this video confronting them with the option that they have to overcome. So